same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He had a memorable performance last time out, a 5-touchdown game. It's the 49ers and the Cards, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception ball. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, a run with Conner. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. And they won last week over the Giants. They were very good.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses. But when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Robinson will try to pick it up. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Bijan Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And take it right on the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now we've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And now they'll shift things around. That's Samuel caught left side. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Blake Gillikin on the punt here as he'll send this one away. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. This ball down the field for Pitts, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Purdy looking to throw. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 31 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. (21-0) our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
Touchdown! George Kittle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw is Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore. I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives. Taking it right down Broadway. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running right on the option is Murray. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. This ball down the field for Pitts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. Down the numbers. There he goes.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1. Now they'll change things up. On 3rd down, Robinson. And across the jump into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. On 3rd down, it's Conner. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 83 yards. And the Cards are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. connects with Kittle underneath. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Purdy to throw it on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Now on first down, it's Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Murray going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Pitts, 65 yards. And the Niners have got it on cruise control. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So out now come the Cardinals.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by and now the rookie's free. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Koo for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The football going back over to Arizona now.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. Now the Rio offense set to take over.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Murray now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up. They're going to fool them occasionally, not fool the quarterback, so maybe don't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 6 yards away. And the Niners get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And that one complete to Hodgins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A second down throw for Purdy.
And this one is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Here comes George on the return.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Purdy now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall.
It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Murray. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Taken in at the 22. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. The Niners set to take over on offense.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
This is 2nd and 8.
Right back to Juszczyk again. Powers through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and